Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. T coming with you with a final book this week. The story that I'm going to be reading to you is a little longer story today, but it's a great one that I've really enjoyed for a lot of years, and I hope that you enjoy it today also. This is called The Easter Egg, and it's by an author. Her name is Jan Brett, and it's a beautiful book with beautiful illustrations. I want to thank Penguin Young Readers Group, publishers who are allowing us to read books to you online and be able to share them with you. So here we go. Hope you like this one. Cheer up, spring is here. Time to start my first ever Easter egg hunt, Hoppy said. Each year the bunny who decorated the winning Easter egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. Hoppy had been dreaming about being the bunny all year long. Now it was time to get started. Everywhere Hoppy looked, rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. I need an amazing idea, he thought. Hoppy spotted Flora Bunny planting spring wildflowers in her eggs. The Easter rabbit will love the colorful flowers, he thought, and he started picking flowers for his egg. Here's a basket for your flowers, Hoppy, Flora said. Chop, chop, scrape, scrape. Hoppy spied Buster Birch carving a magnificent, wonderful wooden egg. I wish I had some wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Here you go, Hoppy, Buster Birch said, and he put a smooth round piece of wood in Hoppy's basket. Thank you, Buster, Hoppy said. And look at him carving that beautiful egg out of wood. Hoppy was hopping along when the smell of sweetness led him out of the woods straight into the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting squiggles and bows. Hello, Hoppy, she said, and she put some chocolate squares in his basket. Hippity hop, Hoppy exclaimed. I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolatey egg so sweet it will make his whiskers tingle. Now look at those eggs made of chocolate. Yum. Then Hoppy saw Granny Irene decorating one of her fabulous story eggs. First, she traced a design on the egg with a special tool, and then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow and green and orange and red dye, adding to the design each time. Hoppy couldn't believe his eyes. I'll never make an egg that beautiful, he told Granny Irene. She smiled. Try, she said, giving him one of her special tools. Hoppy was hopping by Hans Vanderrabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of an Easter rabbit so real that it looked alive. Fantastic, Hoppy exclaimed. Thank you, Hoppy, Hans said. Why don't you make a painting on your egg? And he gave Hoppy pots of paint and fine brushes. Look at the beautiful egg that he is painting. As Hoppy bounced along, a loud boing noise nearly knocked him off his feet. It was a whirling, twirling mechanical egg. Whoa, Hoppy said. That's an unusual egg. Would you like to make one? Roberto asked. Hoppy tried hard, but the harder he tried, the more parts and pieces piled up around him. "Thank you, Roberto," he sighed, "but I think I'd better make the egg that's right for me." Look at all those parts that Roberto is using. Hoppy hopped back into the woods and lay down under a tall tree to think. "Making a beautiful egg is harder than I imagined," he thought. "I guess I don't have to win. I just want to make an egg I'm proud of." So he has a lot of ideas, but he wants to make one that's right for him. Suddenly, the woods rang with the squawking of birds sounding like an alarm. Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly as if she couldn't decide where to go. An egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest. Inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed its mother to keep it warm until it hatched. And if we look in the picture, there is that blue robin egg right there. Hoppy knew just what he had to do. He sat down carefully and covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. "I'll take care of it for you the best I can," he whispered. Relieved, Mother Robin chirped and settled down on her other 2 eggs. So there's Hoppy sitting on the bird egg, keeping it warm and safe. Hoppy never left the robin's egg. If it was sunny and warm, he carefully turned the egg into its nest of mosses. If it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. And at night, the wild animals passed by. Hoppy crouched down and stayed hidden in the ferns. Often he heard strange noises coming from above, but Hoppy didn't run away. Every day, the rabbits worked on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs, buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Look at this pull-out page. Finally, it was time for the rabbits to take their eggs to the glen. They had forgotten all about Hoppy, who was quietly sitting on the blue egg under the tall tree in the woods. And early the next morning, the rabbits waited for the Easter rabbit. Suddenly, a beautiful wagon rolled out towards them in the mist. You could see the beautiful wagon right there. And then it stopped. The Easter bunny stepped down from the wagon and admired all the decorated eggs one by one. "You have brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but a very special one is not here," he told them. The rabbits were puzzled. Whose egg could it be? You see all the rabbits there, and they're all just wondering who. "Fill my wagon with your wonderful eggs," he said. "When I return, I will show it to you." And he disappeared into the woods. He came back with Hoppy, looking scruffy and bedraggled. "Hoppy has an amazing egg to be proud of," said the Easter rabbit. "He has kept Mother Robin's egg warm and safe until her baby bird hatched, and when she couldn't take care of it." The Easter rabbit placed an empty blue shell on the plate of honor on top of the wagon. Now they were all ready to go. And you can see the blue egg right there, and they're placing it on top. The rabbits cheered for the egg that had surprised them all. "It's our best Easter ever, Hoppy!" they all shouted. Then the brave little bunny and the Easter rabbit rode off together to hide the eggs for girls and boys to find on Easter morning. And that is the end. So this book was called The Easter Egg by Jan Brett. I hope that you enjoyed this story. I hope that you had a great week of distance learning. We will be seeing you next week. I'll have more stories, hopefully one every day, so come back and check our YouTube channel for those. Have a great weekend, boys and girls. Happy Easter. Be safe, and we'll see you soon.